Hello, today we'll be exploring how we can transform our physical drawing into a beautiful modern technology visualized drawing like this. So this is the enhancement I made after I turned this physical drawing into an enhanced version using technology. Well, physical drawing has limitations also, and the technology also has many benefits. So let's talk about the physical drawing which I have here. The physical drawing has the colors of my childhood imagination. In my childhood, I imagined being with farm animals like cows, donkeys, and horses. And in the farm, there's a waterfall and there's a big mountain along with it. And therefore, this captivates my childhood memory, but this has limitations. When I draw, I can't erase it, but the technology over here has a erase feature. So therefore, if I make a mistake, I can erase it using technology. But here, I can't do it because this is paper, and where I put it on paper, it stays on paper. And while there's many colors to choose from, in technology, using the paintbrush feature, I can choose many colors as I want. And there's billions of options to choose from, and if I make a mistake, no worries, I can erase it. Also, there is also a picture feature, therefore I can insert a picture from the internet into my drawing to make it look more modernized. Well, in my physical drawing, I cannot do either of those. But now today we're going to explore how we can use these technologies that I've talked about so far and to promote childhood imagination for the new generation of children. With technology in the modern world, we can use technology with a click of a button. Like, for example, we can search questions in the search engine. We can ask we have many resources available online on YouTube if we don't know what to do. To build a rocket, we can go to YouTube, and for drawing, you can also use technologies like this. This technology, I use Notability for this, but there's many other technologies to captivate the childhood memories. Now let's explore it in depth. Here are the strategies that the children can express themselves. So we can use technology features like CapCut, Notability, and Flipgrid. So let's dive into CapCut. CapCut is a feature that promotes students' learning because it can help to record the students' imagination and share the students' perspectives in engaging ways. And the students can also edit their videos or their perspectives of what they're saying in the video to make it more engaging using animations and visual ideas. This helps the students to express those ideas visually to other students or to their teachers. Because as we say it with words, we cannot get the visual feel. But with the visual feel in the video formats and the editing software like CapCut and Sephora and Adobe Video Editor, we can effectively edit videos to make it concise and more visually appealing for students and teachers. Therefore, this helps them to enhance their quality of sharing their ideas to other people. And then the second platform that can be used to express children's expressions is Notability. Notability can help children to draw and modernize their original picture like me, which I did right here, into a more modern version in Notability. And also you can correct your mistakes using the erase feature and have many options of colors using the paintbrush feature. And Code.org, for example, another platform, Code.org, can also help the students to share their childhood memories, because Code.org is block coding that helps students to animate their character and express and give emotions for the character's feelings. And therefore, it is helpful to captivate visually and also build the learning experience of coding, which is useful for major fields like computer science and the IT sector and robotics. And it also helps students to promote their feelings and emotions while learning in the learning process of coding. And also, the fourth platform I use to teach my students about how to express their emotions is Flipgrid. Flipgrid is similar to CapCut, but Flipgrid has the feature that that teachers can access the students in real-time databases. For example, a teacher can assign a student some coursework of explaining it. For example, the topic can be that explain about the UN goals. And the students will record the video about UN goals and drop it in the Flipgrid Dropbox. And the teachers can see the video in real time and how the student performed and the comments on other videos. Now in the same process, the students can learn from other students since the students can have access to other videos from other students. And therefore, they can also engage in a way that they can share different ideas, of different opinions, of different narratives from each personality, from each person using Flipgrid. Because Flipgrid provides an interactive structure where the students talks with the other students and see the videos of the other students and their opinions. So, can students become designers? Does artistic expression help tell the development? Well, I think students can be good designers because children have an imaginative world. They have an imaginative mindset compared to adults. As a child, I was imagining a farm, and many children imagine themselves to be like a doctor or an engineer or a teacher for some. Yes, and for example, they can have imaginative worlds. For example, a student might build a Lego set based on creativity, like a Lego world or like a mini land, using building blocks. And those building blocks of Legos can help children to be designers because, for example, toys are like the basic background. They are the building blocks of children's creativity. And colorful toys children are attracted to colorful objects and colorful toys due to this. And they can build on imaginary worlds like, for example, they can build on a Star Wars city using Legos, or a house using Legos, or they can use code.org to make a movie using animations. They can discover their imaginative world using these technologies, which are really helpful. So yes, students can be designers using these artistic elements of technology. So let's dive in deep of how effective this is. So taking to this classroom, according to the recent data, taking to this classroom as in 2021 boomed, and 91% of schools today use tech. 91% in the world. Schools today use tech to promote learning experience visually and also interactively. Because technology helps students to learn visually and interactively to help the students in a good learning experience and to make sure the students can understand their problems better. For example, in geometry, we can use animation tools to animate how we use math in the real world. So for example, let's say in geometry, we talked about the topic of geometric functions. Well, we can use animations to talk about how the engineers in the real world construct buildings and how the angles of the buildings matter, because most buildings are 90-degree angles. And if there's less than 90 degrees, then that means the foundation of the building is weak. And therefore, the building should be a right degree angle, and also there should be an equilateral angle to balance the weight of the building from the bottom of the infrastructure, from the bottom of the base to the top of the base, so the building doesn't fall over. We can use animations to teach students in an interactive way, and animation involves in the technology. It's part of technology. Okay. So which platform are the best? According to recent data, Strauss Junior and Book Creator will work well because they were interactive for the students. Character Pick was engaging because kids know it was fun to make objects talk using animation. And Flipgrid encouraged verbal expression and helped build speaking confidence. Okay, so challenges faced. Here are the challenges faced that I had when I was teaching students about technology in the modern world. Well, some students had a difficulty using Flipgrid due to the shyness and recording their voices. Google Drawings were a bit difficult for young students to use independently. Some students need extra time to learn Scratch Junior because it was a new process and that some students don't know coding. So, how can technology benefit teachers? Okay, technologies benefit teachers and students in equal ways. So, allows teachers to be more flexible. Teachers can use different teaching methods and tools to teach lessons to their students. Helps teachers connect more students together. Teachers are able to better communicate and their students support in their learning. Allows access to more resources and benefit to students. Allows for more personalized learning experiences. Improves students' communication skills. Students can have access to different channels and they can communicate and collaborate with teachers and their other fellow students. Help students prepare for the future. Students become more engaged in the learning process using interactive technology, animation features, drawing features, and also coding features that are impactful for the real world. And for example, if you want to be in robotics, you need coding and the basic block of coding comes from the foundation of code.org, which can help students to provide a bright future for students to make sure that they have the foundation it takes for the real world. And students can also communicate with their peers using Flipgrid and other interactive tools. Okay. So effective strategies used during these technology processes are technology integration in schools, in children's. Hands-on learning. With technology, children can learn best by doing so. We use activities that allow them to interact with technology differently and directly. Step-by-step instructions. Breaking down tasks into simple terms make these technology tools easier to use. Encouragement and support. Some children were nervous about using technology, especially new technology features, and so we help them and praise their efforts in what they're doing. Combining tools. Some students will use the mix of tools like Book Creator and an AI drawing from Google Drawings. Real-life application systems. We let children to create projects related to their daily life, like making a digital story about the weekend. Collaboration. Students worked in pairs or small groups to help each other. Trial and error. Encourage students to experiment with different features and from mistakes. So yeah. So technology can help younger generations or younger students to explore more creativity. Because, for example, let's take into consideration. We watch movies in YouTube. Many children watch animations in YouTube, right? So students would like to create their own animations and their own projects similar to what they watch in social media. And as we get more exposure to the digital world, we can animate. And animation requires the basic foundation of coding, and which is useful for many jobs, including the IT sector, which includes data science, computer science, and robotics. Students can explore more in technologies to expand their creativity, which can be helpful for the real world. Students can also use like paper airplanes to study physics, because physics is the foundation of aeroscience and rocket science and the elements that have the physical movements. So that's what we use physics. So by making paper airplanes, students can study the aerodynamics under the plane and how it affects and how the air goes under the wings to provide lift, and how so the air goes under the plane to provide lift, and how the lack of lift can decrease the plane and make so, and then the plane will slowly, de-accelerate. And we can also use many of these technologies to provide students with their creativity, to provide students to explore their creativities and make sure they can apply it to the real world. So, for example, I used GarageBand 2 weeks ago when I was engaging and talking to the children to help them express their feelings using technology, and I helped them to express their feelings using music, using the GarageBand app. So first you click on the GarageBand app. As you can see, you can play many instruments. You go here, you click in the file folder, and you can save your previous project. But if you want to create a new one, you press create new song, and then you have many options to choose from. You have bass, you can play the guitar, you can do world, you can do the drummer, and you can do external instruments. That means you can connect your physical instrument to the iPad via speaker cable. The speaker cable will go into the app, and you need to press allow for permissions. So the physical cord will connect to the app, and therefore can enhance your physical music using the GarageBand app. And there's also sound library. So for now, let's discover the sound library. And you can see there's many pre-made music that are usually available to make your music more interactive and more engaging. So let's combine these musics to make a new format of music that can help students to interact with technology and express their ideas in the real world basis. Let's go here. You can get a preview too. As you can see, this is the preview of the music. So as you can use many music, and you can use them for your app, to make new music. So you can use these music templates, and using these technology tools, you can make music using the GarageBand app. Now let's explore the live loops. Live loops are the easy way to make music. Let's go here. Let's go to sound library. We pick some music, and you press done, and you go here. Let's go here. When we have loading right now. So this can help students to be more interactive, more engaging, express them using the music apps. So let's see. This is the beat. You add this beat to make music. This is the interactive way to express the students' feelings. Now you can make music. Add a click on a button. You can make music and play music out loud. As you can see, music is much easier using technology. We can integrate technology tools to streamline the process of making music, and students can express their feelings through a musical way and make sure they can connect their lives with music in the real world basis. We can listen to music in the everyday world and make sure the students can provide interactive and collaborative experiences using music, which is a really way to enhance the learning process. And you can have more loops too. I'll see you again. Thank you.